Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor. Today I was going to do a different video, but I received a tip from one of my vendor partners sent me a tip that I woke up to this morning, and I was going to speak to you. He sent me a really interesting tip, and I wanted to speak to you about that. I did a little further research after he sent me the tip, and so I wanted to go over that with you today. This article that you're looking at right now, I covered a while back. It was when you were there was a few articles that were written about the Rothschilds and some of these wealthy families, very wealthy, uber wealthy families across the world that were investing in cryptocurrency. And this particular article was about the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds and Soros were entering cryptocurrency. Well, that was fascinating enough just to know that after all of us holders of cryptocurrencies have been called anything from stupid to we were investing in a scam and all these things, and then to find out that these wealthy families were getting into it as well, we can't be all that stupid, I guess. So I wanted to share with you what this guy sent me, and this is pretty darn fascinating. Before I show you, I want to give you the caveat. I am not 100% sure that what I'm about to show you was an actual Rothschild family member. I'm pretty sure that it is, but part of the reason I'm putting this out there is because I want you guys to help me. If one thing that I've learned with my channel is that there's a lot of people that are listening to my channel who I think they really enjoy going out and doing a little further research, and we communicate on Twitter, and that's part of what's interesting about all of this. And so I'm about to throw out a few things because once I got the tip, I decided I would go a little further and do a little more research, and I'll go over it with you right now. But this is pretty exciting stuff that I'm about to show you. Okay, what the tip is this guy apparently does a lot of trademark searches in his day job. And so he sent me this tip of a trademark that he had come across that, and he said, this might be something you would be interested in talking about. Once I saw the trademark, I was fascinated with the trademark that he found. And once I found that, I decided I would go do some more trademark searches. And I'm going to encourage you all now to do more trademark searches and patent searches. And I think there's a lot of since that's public information, I think it's an area we could really find out a lot about what's really going on behind the scenes with digital assets, Bitcoin, and the crypto universe at large, so that you can really see what's going on. But here's what the tip was that was sent to me this morning. This is a trademark that was filed by Dahlia Rothschild, and the trademark is for the Rothschild Crypto Exchange. This is the first time that I've ever heard about this, and it's probably the first time that you all are hearing about it. This is pretty darn interesting because if you read here, it says virtual currency services, financial services, namely virtual currency central repository services in the nature of providing electronic transfer of virtual currency for use by members of an online community via global computer network. So if this is the Rothschild, I mean, they even created a logo for the Rothschild Crypto Exchange. Now, I tried this. The person, Dahlia Rothschild, that applied for this trademark is out of the United Kingdom, and so I went and looked for Dahlia Rothschild to see if I could verify that this was an actual Rothschild. I believe it is, but like I said, I'm not 100% sure. You guys can help me look into this. I found Dahlia's, and I think this is the same Dahlia, the Instagram page, okay? And when I started looking through here, I saw some things that you won't find on your average person's Instagram page. The first thing that I saw, first of all, there's a lot of travel, and it looks like worldwide travel. And the second thing is I saw a couple of things. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't know that I've ever had a picture of myself with flip-flops on in what looks like an underground pool as lavish as the one I'm looking at here. Now, this does remind me of which one is it? The Venetian in Las Vegas. That could be what that is the pool, because they have ceilings like that. I don't know if it is or if it's something even nicer than that. It could be that pool, but this looks like someone that's got a little bit of wherewithal. As I cruise down, though, here's what I don't have, what you would not find on your average person's Instagram page. That says on the floor of this is a private plane, and it says G650. I do not have a video of a G650 on any of my pages, and you probably don't either. So I pulled that up, and there's a video that goes with it that you can check out. Dahlia Rothschild, thank you for your pleasure to fly our business plane for the first time in the past week. G650ER. And then it says New York, and it gives all these different places all over the world that apparently someone travels. Well, so putting that all together, it's not going to surprise me if we're 100% right on this, and that the Rothschilds are forming their own crypto exchange. Part of the reason that this is interesting is because they already have a global investment banking company, and if you look, let me see, I think it was under Contact Us. They're all over the world. They've got branches of this. These people are the wealthiest people in the world. They're investing the wealthiest people in the world. Those are the kind of people that are investing through Rothschild and Company. And so why, this is the question, and I throw questions like this out every once in a while. Why would the wealthiest family in the world want to sell crypto digital assets to their mega wealthy friends and invest in them themselves if they did not know how huge this was going to be? And the answer is they would not. Okay, now there's some food for thought. And so now what I wanted to show you is I was intrigued by this tip. And so I went to the U.S. trademark website, and I started doing some searches of my own. I searched for things like Bitcoin. I searched for digital assets. I searched for crypto and cryptocurrency just to see what would pop up. And the reason I did this is because I love to illustrate for all of you how big all of this really is. And no matter what you're told by, and I always use Jamie Dimon, poor Jamie Dimon, I always use him as the example. But no matter how many times that they try to give you a head fake and make you doubt your investment, you have to ignore it. And here, just today, this is yet another. I'm going to give you a handful of examples of why you don't need to doubt what you've done, because they're investing, but every once in a while they're parading out some Jamie Dimons to get you to look the other way and to put fear in you and to make you question what you've done. And the truth is that they're all in, and they're wanting to get in as cheap as they can. They're jumping in mostly over the counter behind the scenes right now, and that's going to all change soon. But let's look at some other trademarks that I was able to find in just doing a few searches. And I encourage you all to go do some searches. You could probably uncover some things that I wasn't able to find. The first one was Forbes crypto markets. So looks like from here, Forbes, which is one of the largest financial magazines in the world, decides that they must think that crypto markets are here to stay, because they want to provide online information and website in the field of cryptocurrencies, bitcoins, digital currencies, and the nature of altcoins and digital tokens and financial information related thereto. So Forbes is going to have an entire section of their website dedicated to crypto markets. Now, I wonder if they would fool with all this if they really thought that this was all just a Ponzi scheme. The answer is no. Okay, next, let's see what else I found. Well, Fidelity Digital Asset Services. Fidelity, which manages one of the largest 401k, they manage more of the retirement wealth of the United States, at least, that I think than anybody, I believe. Well, they want to open a digital asset services. Now, there were some articles about this in the last few months, but the articles were more like they're thinking about it, as I recall. But this shows you there's no thinking. There it says financial consultancy services in the field of digital asset and blockchain services. So there you go. All right. I believe that I found one or two more. Okay, the next one is the New York Stock Exchange Bitcoin Index. Okay, now this should be pretty big news for you because remember, and I want to point out, this is not just something that some jackleg out there is trying to get trademarked. This is the owner of this trademark is the Nice Group Inc. Okay. So this is not some kid from home that had the bright idea that he's going to try to trademark Nice Bitcoin Index. This is the New York Stock Exchange who behind the scenes, they know that these Bitcoin ETFs and all of these indexes and all, they know that it's just a matter of time. They know this is all going to be approved, and they know that we're just going through the motions right now. And I tell you all this because when the New York Stock Exchange is getting in the game, don't think for a minute that they're not in direct communication with the SEC. Write it down. So to me, this is a huge find right here. Okay. This was just my searches that I had going on. All right. I think that hopefully I have really opened everyone's eyes today. This is a shorter video than I usually do, but I think the information in the last 10 minutes that I showed you is some of the coolest information I've been able to find in a while. And I really appreciate the guy that gave me the tip. I won't say any names because I don't know if he's comfortable with that. Okay, as I mentioned in every video, I wanted to tell everybody the Ledger Nano S is the safest way for all of us to store our digital assets, because when you store your digital assets in these online exchanges, my family has been affected by digital asset theft by holding XRP or any of these on digital asset exchanges. And so you need to get it offline. The safest way to do that is to buy a Ledger Nano S. You go in the description of any of my videos, it'll take you directly to Ledger Wallet. They sell the Ledger Nano S. You can also get a Ledger Blue, which is a little more expensive, but it's more like an iPad for storing your digital assets. So those of you that have a little more wherewithal or want to spend a little more money for a nicer product, the Ledger Blue is also available. But go in the description of my video and it'll take you straight to their site, which is the safe way to get it. The next thing I wanted to talk to you about is what I talked to you about yesterday. This is really cool, and I'm getting I had a lot of people asking me about this, and so I added this it's in the description of all my videos. You can go to get this WireX payment card, okay? Now, I signed up for an account, but I'm in the United States. They do not have, I'm not able to get a card yet. When I am able to get one, I'll get one, but I can, and you can, even if you're in the US, you can go and sign up for the WireX account. Okay, and when you sign up for the account, let me show you a few things you're able to do. This is the currency account. Let's go through this, see if this is the, that's not what I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you the wallet. These are just some of the things you can do, and I'll also go over. All right, first of all, you can buy Bitcoin, but there's about 50 other cryptocurrencies that you're able to do as well. And you can buy Bitcoin, Litecoin, Dash, and about 50 other coins. and then you can exchange them all for each other across this platform. Now, you're also able to now where the card comes in, and since I don't have one yet, I'm kind of speaking out of turn, but from what I've read, this is how it works. Let's say you have $100 worth of Bitcoin. Let's say it's point whatever, 0.1 Bitcoin. And then you wanted to be able to go spend that Bitcoin, let's say in British pounds. You could convert that Bitcoin into British pounds and you can put that right onto this the card, the WireX payment card, and then you can go right out and spend it. And that is really cool. So this is the way of the new world, everybody. And it's also exciting because we're able to now, we're literally creating utility for XRP and all these other digital assets as we buy these products and do these things. So we are literally in the process of changing the world, whether the world likes it or not. And so I thought that's really cool. Now, this is my store where you can go and buy. I've decided I was going to start trying to feature different shirts and different products on the store in each one of my things. So each one of my videos, you can go and now I wanted to make sure everybody understands something, because I got an email from my vendor over at Ledger, and what they told me was there was a little bit of misunderstanding with I have a store where you can buy the cryptocurrency merchandise. I refer in the description of all my videos to you can get a 10% discount and you can get free shipping worldwide. That has to do with the cryptocurrency store where you can buy products. That discount does not apply to the purchase of the Ledger. I do not have that discount with the Ledger, and I'm going to change the wording in the description of my videos so that that's more clear. But one of the people over at Ledger wanted me to make that very clear. Well, thank y'all for watching, and I hope that I have just dropped a bomb on the world, because I think that some of the things I just showed you are really cool and have not been talked about yet. All right, I'll be back. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. I want you guys to please subscribe to my channel and hit the like button as much as you can. It helps me. And thank you so much for being a fan.